When the Nets used all 5 of their first-round picks in this year's draft, many people were shocked. It was a new record and brought unprecedented youth to an NBA team. But for a team that isn't really trying to compete right now, why not? It gives them a lot of chances at hitting on a prospect and brings intrigue to the roster. I've already talked about 3 of those picks, Demin, Saraf, and Wolf, but it's time to talk about a 4th, and this may be the least talked about of the bunch. That would be Drake Powell, the 22nd overall selection. He was the only one of the Nets rookies not to play in the Summer League, which has led to him flying under the radar. But he sneakily might be the most can't-miss prospect of the bunch. He's also a very high-level perimeter defender and should make an impact on that end right away. He's also shot well from 3 on catch-and-shoot opportunities in the past, which will be made even more valuable by all the playmakers this team has added. He's also a top-tier athlete who can put anyone on a poster. He's likely the best athlete Brooklyn has had in years, which should be exciting for the fans. His defense will keep him on the floor, but the combination of athleticism and shooting on offense is what will be the key growth area to watch. Drake Powell is the Nets' forgotten rookie. Now, let's take a deeper look. Before we get more into the Nets' most under-the-radar selection, if you enjoy my content and watch a few videos of mine, think about subscribing. 96% of my viewers are actually not subscribed, so if you watch it before and enjoy the content, drop a sub and comment down below. It really helps the channel. The Brooklyn Nets are doing something drastically different. They drafted 5 players in the first round of the 2025 NBA draft. And amidst all that buzz, the name rarely mentioned, Drake Powell, the 22nd overall pick and the 3rd of those 5 selections. Brooklyn's draft haul was unprecedented. Egor Demin, Nolan Traoré, Drake Powell, Ben Saraf, and Danny Wolf all came off the board in the first round. The headlines immediately went to Demin's elite passing, Traoré's international pedigree, Saraf's perimeter scoring potential, and Wolf's playmaking size. Powell, he slipped in between and got the least attention. But that's a mistake. Powell was drafted at number 22 via trade from Atlanta. A 6'6" wing out of North Carolina, he averaged 7 points, 3 rebounds, shot 48% from the floor, and nearly 38% from 3 as a freshman. Most notably, he was UNC's standout perimeter defender with a 7-foot wingspan and a 43-inch vertical, traits that immediately intrigue scouts. He wasn't the star of the college team, but he knew exactly how to contribute, and that's exactly what Brooklyn drafted. Powell was sidelined this summer with a left knee injury, forcing him to miss Summer League action. Meanwhile, Demin, Traoré, Saraf, and Wolf had platforms in Vegas and press coverage. Being the 3rd pick on a 5-player draft night meant Powell was the safe pick. Quiet, reliable, but not flashy. Yet a player who can guard multiple positions and hit spot-up threes is exactly what professional teams build around, and too often overlooked in the hype cycle. Scouts describe Powell as a consummate two-way wing, switchable defender, excellent cutter, active in passing lanes, and fundamentally disciplined. His shooting mechanics might need tweaking, but the results indicate a usable 3-and-D profile. In a Nets roster focused on developing multiple young assets, Powell's type, defensive impact without needing volume, aligns perfectly with head coach Jordi Fernandez's vision for the positionless, team-first basketball. Brooklyn is in rebuild mode. Minutes won't be locked in by July, and no one's guaranteed a role beyond training camp. That means there's a real opening for smart, dependable veterans, or rookies alike, and Powell fits that mold. He's not here to be the centerpiece. His ceiling isn't a superstar. But what he could become is what most teams pay role players millions for. A 10 to 12 point efficient wing who plays defense, gives consistent energy, and hits the open shot. Players like Mikal Bridges, Quentin Grimes, and Josh Hart didn't attract early hype and became vital because they were steady. Powell could follow that same trajectory if he earns trust early. Drake Powell may be the most quietly chosen player in Brooklyn's 5-man draft party. but sometimes the quiet ones end up mattering the most. He wasn't in Summer League, he wasn't the buzziest name, he wasn't a lottery pick, but he fits exactly the type of player the Nets need. Brooklyn projected an identity with all 5 picks. When it's all said and done, the most dependable one might just be number 22, the forgotten guy, until he isn't. Thanks for watching. I'm Herm. Have a good one.